Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Candidly with Coffee.
Hey, we back.
We are back.
Sun shines out.
Oh my gosh, it is like a stressful day. I feel stressed. I'm sitting here with no makeup on. I came back from my workout. I went to my dad's.
No makeup.
No, sorry.
Okay.
We are skin-cared, but
right.
no makeup
Still
on today's
beautiful,
episode.
babe. Don't worry about it. You're still beautiful.
I feel like a hot mess. Hot mess express.
Hey, we keep it real on this podcast, though.
Yes,
So,
we do. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
We got to get it done. It's like a job.
That's it. Got to get her done. It's like your workouts every day. You got to get them done. It's part of the job.
Yeah, it's non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
When I started treating the podcast as a non-negotiable, that's when we really got consistent
Yes.
with episodes,
Yes.
and that's when we started growing.
Yes. And if we don't get consistent, our listeners will be like, hey, where's our podcast?
You know what's crazy is there is a drop-off even if we skip one episode.
Yeah. We ain't doing
Like
that.
I notice a drop-off and it takes time to rebuild.
Yeah.
It's like you fall out of people's rotation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to podcasting, it's kind of like that. So I just went to my dad's and handled that. And then it's just been crazy. It's going to be kind of a crazy busy day for me. My dad has hospice nurses coming by.
Yeah. How's he doing?
He's doing okay, like health-wise.
My dad's a fighter.
Yeah.
He exceeded the outcome.
He's like, what do you think the cancer's doing? Like, I think it bothers him that he doesn't know exactly what it's doing.
Yes.
It's like he wants to know.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, Dad, just don't worry about it. We'll just it's sleeping probably because,
Right
you're
now,
doing
you
pretty
got
well.
it at bay.
Yeah.
Keeping dormant.
I went to my doctor's appointment yesterday.
How'd that go? Were
It
you
went
nervous?
well. I wasn't nervous, no. But I wanted to check a mole. I had this mole on my ankle for a long time, and I've kind of been keeping an eye on it, and I've noticed recently that it changed color. It
Yeah.
got darker, and I thought, oh, that's not good. It got darker. Yeah. So it's time for my annual anyway. So I went and had my annual checkup, and I'm going to get blood work done and all of that. I haven't gone to the lab. It's another thing I need to do today, hopefully, if I get to it, if not tomorrow. But the mole is not a mole.
The mole is not a mole.
I was like,
That's
she
good.
looked at it, she goes, oh, that's not a mole. And she scratched it. I'm like, don't tell me it's like a Sharpie or something. But no. She said it's actually a scar. It's scar tissue.
Wow.
It's a scar. And with scars, when they get sunlight, they darken, they change color.
Yes, true.
So yeah, it's a scar.
Okay. Now you feel good.
I do.
Knowing that it's not what you thought it might be.
Yeah, I'm good. So, I also talked to her about my menopause symptoms, and, she said they're like normal. They're nothing outrageous, basically.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is when I'm on top of my supplementation, like my magnesium specifically, my sleep is better. Like I've been sleeping good the last few nights. I've been really making sure I get my full dosage of magnesium. So that's really helpful. And she gave me a recommendation for the hot flashes. Estroven. So I'm going to get some Estroven that's going to help with the hot flashes.
Okay.
But she compared like my stats to last year, and she's like, okay, yeah, you're in menopause. You haven't had a period in 13 months. You haven't gained a pound. So, and you look very fit.
Yes.
You're fine.
So basically, she debunked the myth, your doctor.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's
When
like
you're-
menopause doesn't automatically equal weight gain. When calories are controlled, you're still exercising, you're still pushing through regardless of the side effects. It just debunked the whole menopause doesn't equal automatic weight gain.
Yeah.
Menopause equals side effects that lead to weight gain if you don't get in front of them.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you have not entered into menopause, get yourself now on a good exercise routine, a macros routine, so that when those changes happen, those 5 to 10 menopause pounds don't sneak up on you.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. She actually gave me a compliment. She said, you're healthier than 99.99% of menopausal women that walk into my office. So you're
Doesn't
fine.
mean someone, but no, my hormones, that's a lie. I'm gaining weight. It's due to menopause. That's bro science. So they don't want to believe it sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they
I
wanna
mean,
still
it's
blame.
true. It sneaks up,
Yes.
but you can do something about it.
Exactly.
And so I don't tell you guys this kind of stuff to make you feel bad. It's the opposite. I'm telling you
To
because
inform
I
you,
want you to know
educate.
you can do something about it. Don't let somebody tell you because you're going to enter menopause, X, Y, and Z is going to happen.
You know what's funny is like same way they blame menopause. Well, men blame my testosterone's dropping.
Yeah.
I'm getting a belly. I'm getting
Mhm.
fat. Yeah, that happens if you're not watching your calories. And yes, our testosterone does drop in our 40s, but you could do something about it. Like
Right.
I do. I go to the goddamn gym every day and I
Yeah.
train hard.
Yeah.
And I eat good for the most
Yeah.
part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't just succumb to
So
it. Like,
don't
I'm
just
gonna
like
tap out.
roll over.
No. No.
You
Don't
got to
let- that's-
push. Got to
yeah,
push through it.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'm going to order the Estroven and I'll let you guys know if it helps with the hot flashes. But I think I'm having a hot flash right now.
Uh-oh. I'm drinking coffee. I'm good.
I haven't got the Estroven yet. But I have slept pretty well the last couple of nights, which was cool.
But that's good that we talk about this stuff because, like you say, you're not trying to make people feel bad. We're really just joking around. We want to educate them.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
we like to kind of joke
Just
it
poking
through it.
fun.
I always feel like I have the right to joke about something
course you do.
if I'm going through it.
You are?
It's kind of like,
You're
yeah,
a woman.
it's annoying when some like young fitness influencer is like trying to influence people about weight loss when they've never had to lose weight. Sometimes it's kind of annoying.
It is. You're right.
Or, if they're just like naturally thin and now they're fit and now there's influencer and they're like, just count your macros, just eat protein. It's not that hard. Yes, it is kind of irritating coming from someone who's never been through shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me tell you something.
But I feel like I hold a little bit of a card because I've been on all sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I've been too skinny. I've been overweight, obese. I've been fit. I've been stage lean. I've been in perimenopause. Now I'm in menopause. Like I hold a lot of cards. So I
Yeah.
have
Versus a mid-20s
Right.
young lady giving advice like, sweetheart, you're not in your 40s yet. Like,
Yeah.
You look good now. You're fit.
right.
Let's see if we can do this 20 years from now.
Yeah.
That's a bigger challenge.
Or
At 40
also come talk
late
to me
40s.
when you can maintain it. I also
That's
personally just have bothers me a little bit when I see people that are like they're trying to teach people how to lose weight because they've been able to lose weight, but yet they haven't been able to maintain weight loss yet.
I see what you're saying.
It's like you're teaching them ways that maybe can help them lose weight, but that aren't long-term sustainable. And you haven't even been able to prove that it's long-term
It's kind of like
sustainable
you
yet.
got them to the dance. Now what? You got them there. They're
Yeah.
there. Where do you go from here?
Right.
You got to know.
But, that's why it's important to choose people to follow that are the type of inspiration that you need.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Because, my kind of influence is kind of a kick in the pants. I want to give you a kick in the pants,
Mm-hmm.
be realistic, but I've been there, talk from true experience. It's not really soft and fuzzy, but that might not be the approach for everybody. Some people need a softer approach. And
Yes.
I'm not, that doesn't hurt my feelings. It just means that, I'm not the influencer for you.
Yeah.
You have to find the person that's going to tell you the things that you need to hear that are actually going to motivate you, not demotivate you.
Yeah. Remember I was telling you, kind of laughed at me. I went to like a rabbit hole. I went back to the 90s, my era of bodybuilding when I was into it,
Yeah.
just to see how they train. I see the difference.
You were
Yes.
on YouTube.
Yes, YouTube.
Yeah.
And, people work out,
Yeah.
but they don't train like how we used to. What I mean by that, we used to scream and talk shit to each other.
Yeah.
Come on, you fucking, whoa, hit that. Like we'd be in the gym.
Yeah.
Rah,
Oh, God.
raging.
Meathead Central.
Rah. But that's how we put on
Raging.
size. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how we put on size. These guys, doom. Okay, I did my set. It's way different.
Yeah.
We train with
it is
intensity.
different.
Yeah.
It
Crazy.
also depends on the gym you go to. I would not want to go to a gym where meatheads were screaming at each other.
Yeah. Well, I came up in Powerhouse, World Gym, Gold's Gym. Those were the environment. Those are the golden era of bodybuilding, with the 80s, 90s, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah,
Now I'm screaming in a different way, hitting bags. I'm Muay Thai.
Yeah, you do scream
You have to.
because I hear you. All those noises you make.
Yeah, you got to exhale when you punch, kick,
Yeah, I
punch.
hear it. All right. So, hot coffee topic. I have to talk about it. We talked about
What
it
is
when
it?
it first came out, but now I need to round out my feelings on it. The finale episode of Vanderpump Rules was last night with Scandavol.
Oh, I thought we were going to bring up Ozempic again. Like, not
No,
again.
the Scandavol of it all. I want to talk about
Scandavol.
so to recap, I know by now, when I first talked about this, I had to give you guys a little background on Vanderpump Rules, but now Vanderpump Rules is like mainstream media. This show just became crazy because Tom Sandoval cheated on his 9-year relationship with his girlfriend's best friend.
Yes.
She infiltrated their relationship, became the third wheel, did everything with them.
Yes. That's dangerous.
And then did the ultimate betrayal. And so in last night's episode was the finale where they got outed. She did not face any music. She only had one scene and it was with him, and it was disgusting because she showed no remorse.
That kind of person's no good. They don't have a good soul or
She didn't have like an empathy chip. She kind of was like laughing about it.
But you know what though? Karma's going to get her. Don't worry. It's only a matter of time. Watch. He's going to do it to her.
Well,
Another
no,
girl's
they're
going to come
done.
around. Watch.
They're
He's
done.
going to cheat on her.
No, they're done.
Oh, they're already done?
Yeah. They're
Dunzo?
not together.
See? All that for nothing.
Yeah, it was all that for nothing. He's the type of guy that he needs a lot of attention. He needs his ego stroked.
Yep.
She was just the person to do it.
Now he wants everybody to feel sorry for him.
He does. He wants everyone to feel sorry for him.
It's narcissistic
Typical
behavior.
narcissist.
Yep.
He wasn't apologetic at all, like to her. He actually felt he was more emotional and sad to what he did to his best friend, because his best friend, the other Tom, is getting a lot of backlash for being his friend and not, revealing it, knowing that it was happening.
Do you think it's affecting their business?
It is affecting their business.
Boycotting it?
I think that initially it did negatively, but I think ultimately it is bringing more press and awareness to their business. I don't think it's going to hurt their business.
In a good way, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to hurt their business long term, but I think in the short term it did.
Yeah.
But it made me think about a couple of things.
You always say this. I know what you're talking about. Be careful with those third wheels.
Well, what it made me think about, what's worse? Who did the worst? Who committed the worst sin? Him for cheating with his girl's best friend, or her for cheating with her best friend's boyfriend? Are they equally?
Damn, never looked at it that way. He's guilty, but I'm going to lean more towards her.
Really?
Come on. You came in. You disrupted this shit. You pushed up on him. You know what would have happened. You don't do that.
My thing is that nobody's saying this. I don't understand why nobody is saying this. I have not heard this yet. So he wanted to wait till they were done filming, and then he was going to come clean, break up with her, and then eventually say that, okay, I had feelings for Raquel. They stopped filming in September. They continued to carry on their affair September, October, November, December, January, February. It got outed in March. They were not filming for all of those months. So I call bullshit. Why didn't he, when the cameras went down, say, hey, listen, I'm having an affair. We need to break up. How do you want to do this in the media? Whatever. He didn't do that.
He's not a man. Couldn't man up.
He's
a coward.
He was a coward.
You could tell he's a coward type. He acts like he's tough.
He's actually said to her, like he was blaming her for not being more investigative with him. So he's basically putting the blame on her.
Damn.
For trusting him too much.
Wow. That's what we're doing?
She trusted him.
That's insane.
And they carried on for months and months that way. And he almost became more resentful. Like, gosh, she doesn't even love me because she doesn't even notice. No, she loves you and trusts you so much that she didn't notice.
Yeah.
And it broke my heart when last night, she said, I would have followed you anywhere. She said, I would have done, she goes, I was with you when you had nothing. You drove a 1997 Honda Civic and not a penny to your name.
Yep.
We built this. We grew together.
Yep.
And I would have followed you anywhere. She didn't want to have kids. She was always very open about she didn't want to have kids and didn't want to be married. And he was okay with that. But after 9 years together, she decided to freeze her eggs to give him the option down the road if they wanted to have kids.
Yeah.
Because they'd been together for so long and she didn't want to take that away from him. And that's how he repays her. The ultimate bitch. The ultimate
Wow.
betrayal to me as a woman is not only betraying your trust and the sanctity of your relationship, but the humiliation factor.
Yeah.
The humiliation factor, humiliating you, letting you stick up for the relationship. Oh no, it's platonic. He's friends with her. I trust him. Letting her do all of that.
Yeah.
Knowing that you guys were humiliating her, just that's what kills me the most.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask you something specifically about Schwartz, because I did find myself feeling bad for him a little bit, even though people are pretty mad about him because he knew pretty much all along. They're trying to like say he didn't really know, but he knew. He knew.
Of course he knew.
Your best friend
Of course he
knows.
knew. Of course he knew.
Okay. He's also friends with her, the girlfriend. He's friends with Ariana, but his true friendship is with Tom. Do we blame him?
Nope.
I don't really blame him
No,
because
I put myself in that dude's
Yeah.
shoes right now. And I've kind of been in that situation.
me too.
And I ride with my boys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is. And I ain't no snitch. That's just not my character.
I
I don't want
mean-
to get involved in people's bullshit.
I
And if
know
do
that's
know-
not a popular opinion.
I'm
I think
sorry,
it's just really easy for people to put blame on him, like he should have done something. Sure, hindsight is 2020.
Do what?
But I think of myself like
He didn't cause
I
that.
have like my best friend, and you give them advice, but you kind of like but you don't share their business.
Mm-mm. Nope.
You may think like, God, which you might tell them like, this is not right. What you're doing is wrong, but you're not going to take it to the point of like telling on them.
Yeah. The ones that do tell usually are captains because they want to get
Right.
in on that.
Because
see
they
an
want to get,
opportunity.
like you want to swoop in on Ariana
Yeah,
and be a captain.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that's probably not a popular opinion.
Probably not. But I'm being honest.
But I try to really put myself in the shoes of the person to really think, would I have done anything different than Schwartz? Probably not.
Me too.
Probably not.
I know for a fact.
I would have probably like, this is not a good idea. You got to do.
Yes. I would have told him, give him my 2 cents and be like, hey, dude, this is bad what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
And I
Your
think he
homie,
did do that.
This is going to blow up in your face. This
And
is
I
going to
think
be
he
backlash.
did do that, but he didn't go beyond that. You know, he didn't like
Not your
give
place.
them ultimatum or out them. And I don't know. I just kind of feel bad for him. And I just feel like he's getting unnecessary backlash for it.
He
I
is.
just don't think you got to put yourself in his shoes a little bit.
That's his business partner too. Guess what? What if he did go diamond out and do all that? Then their whole business relationship, friendship could blow up. So you got to weigh.
Yeah.
Who's more important to you in your life? I guess.
I don't know. It's tough. But I can't in all of it. Like I know Tom Sandoval, I can't stand him at all. He's a narcissist. He tried to flip this around. He tried to get her to break up with him kind of thing. But my disgust and disdain for Raquel goes beyond my feelings for Tom. Even though technically is he more in the wrong because that was his 9-year relationship and all of that. But the way in which she reacted.
Yeah.
Almost like happy a little bit that it was out. So,
Yeah.
now we can ride off into the sunset thinking, no, bitch.
No.
The excitement for him is going to be over.
Yes.
Like-
Part of the sneaking around is the excitement.
Oh, for sure, because of the type of person that he is.
It's a type of dopamine or adrenaline dump. You're doing
Right.
something bad and you know it, but it feels good to do something bad. Does that
right,
make sense?
right.
So now that it's revealed, it's not as, like you said, it's not as exciting anymore.
Yeah.
It's all out in the open.
Anyway, supposedly there's like more things that are going to happen in the reunion that nobody knows about yet, more revelations. I think that they had some secrets in their relationship that nobody knew about. You know, maybe there's been infidelity before or things like that they kept on the down low to protect each other from the media, and that they were very protective of that. You know, maybe something like maybe things they've done in their relationship that I don't know. I think that things might come to light a little bit, but it doesn't change my feelings for this was so wrong on so many levels.
Yeah. Now I did do something to the reverse where I saw a friend of mine, his girl cheating on him. I witnessed it and I got involved and I told him and everything, told him what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up to the location where they work and saw it and kind of blew up in my face a little bit.
That happened to me too.
Kind of blew up in my face. So I told myself after that, never again. And long story short, that Sancho, the dude that was doing the dirt, I ended up having to, get into it with him late night after a club at a taqueria because he recognized me. Was taking all
because of that situation.
Because of that situation.
Yeah, I had a situation like that happen.
Never again.
Many years ago.
No more. I'm out.
We'll not discuss specifics on it.
Yeah.
But it was, I was trying to stick up for like my side and bring something to light, and it blew up in my face.
Yeah. See.
And it was like a very unfortunate situation. I did the right thing.
See.
I know for a fact still I did the right thing, but it blew up in my face and both parties were mad at me. I ended up being, you know how they say don't shoot the messenger? The messenger was shot.
I hate that when people do that.
The messenger got shot. And because of that, beyond that, even though I know I did the right thing back then, it's always made me kind of like, you know what? I'm going to stay out of it. I stay out of people. I try to just completely stay out of people's business.
In the beginning, I said, you're probably going to see some fuckery. We're going to go to Vegas. You're going to probably see some of my boys.
And I did.
And you did. And I said, let's just stay out of it. It's got nothing to do with us. It'll blow up in your face.
It does.
You think you're doing the right thing, and then it blows up in your face.
So I stay out of people's business. I see a lot of it. I've seen a lot.
I'm cool.
I know there was times specifically when I saw things go down, and then the aftermath, like after the trip or something, the person would be nervous. Like, hey, is your girl gonna
Yeah, of course.
Spill the beans?
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. To me, karma. Okay. Karma. I just file it away though, because you can't unsee things, and you can't, you definitely feel it changes the way you feel about somebody, and it was eye opening though. But anyways,
this goes to show you.
I digress. It was interesting though. I honestly think it was like the best reality TV that I've ever seen in my life. Vanderpump Rules is on another level.
Didn't TMZ say like they took over? Like their ratings are better than everybody, all the housewife shows?
It's like the best of all time, ever, of any reality show.
So by doing this, she actually boosted the hell out of that show, which is good. I mean, in the long term, it's good
and
for these...
her.
Huh?
You know how many deals, and all of their podcasts are like top of the charts? Everything. The karma is just beautiful. She's getting all this good karma. Oh, one thing speaking of karma, because that's what made me really realize how rotten he is and her.
Yeah.
The first night they hooked up, they had sex in her car.
Damn.
The night that Ariana, the girlfriend, the night that her dog died. Her dog of like 18 years. Her best friend. And it made me think of karma, like how devastated and broken I was when Karma died. Like it couldn't have been a worse day for them to commit the act of cheating, knowing she was in her bed with a broken heart at the same time they were cheating.
They couldn't help themselves.
That is the rottenest thing.
Yeah, that's bad.
Because I can relate to that feeling, the utter devastation I felt the night that Karma died, and to think that would be the night of the ultimate betrayal of my life, the love of my life partner. The person I would reach out to comfort me during that time was having sex with your best friend in her car the same night. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's bad.
Absolutely disgusting.
That's heartless. No soul, no nothing.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're moving on from the Scandavol of it all on to bigger and better things. No, I'm just kidding. But
funny.
Let's discuss just another, because we were talking about how myth busting is fun for us. So I wanted to think about a couple of other ones. I really only thought about another one other, unless you can think of any.
I can't.
But can we bust the myth that more sweating equals like more fat burning?
Let's bust that myth.
Like sweating doesn't equal burning fat.
Why don't you explain what sweating is? Define it.
But sweating is just your body's way of cooling down while you are working out. And you actually should replenish the fluid that comes out, because if you don't, it's going to elevate your heart rate even more, and then you're going to have to slow down faster.
Yeah.
So like if you dehydrate while you're working out and you sweat too much, you'll actually have, you may have a less effective workout. You won't be able to go the duration unless you replenish those fluids.
Mm-hmm.
It's just your body's coolant system. Some people are more prone to sweating more than others, or depending on like your environment or your adaptation to the climate or things like that. But it doesn't equal fat loss. So if you do 30 minutes of cardio at the same speed and the same duration, same speed, same duration, same incline in a sweatsuit, and then you do 30 minutes in shorts and a t-shirt, you're going to burn the same amount of calories. And if you do keep those variables the same. Or if you put on one of those like little sweat things around your stomach.
Those sweet sweat bands?
It doesn't increase calorie burn by increasing your sweat production when intensities are equal. So can we just stop doing that? You lose water weight. And in fact, you're supposed to replenish the water weight. Don't get excited. Don't get, oh my, I step on the scale. I'm so excited. I lost water weight. Because if you lost 2 pounds of water, you better drink it back and put it back in because you're dehydrated. It's going to elevate your heart rate. It's going to give you a headache. It's not good. And it's the only time, like, so if you see people doing that in those stupid suits, it's because they need to make a weight on a scale.
Usually
for fighting or something like that.
Yeah, they wear the sauna suit.
But it's not for long-term results. It's not fat, ever. It's never fat. It doesn't work that way. So we can stop doing that.
Myth busted.
The only time is like if you hold water and like if you hold water in your fat cells, you could feel like a little squishy and your stomach doesn't like look as nice and trim. So for short-term benefits, like let's say you're going to do a photo shoot or something like that and you want like your abs to show more or something, for a short-term benefit, you can do something like that. Like I'm talking short-term, like a few hours benefit, not days.
Yeah.
Just like superficial for the moment to look leaner in that area, you can wrap yourself. You know, like those body wraps? And then they would measure you.
To those?
I did that. Can you believe that?
They wrap you like a mummy, right?
I did that before a Vegas trip. And they get you all excited because they show you how many inches you lost. They measure you before, then they measure you after.
Yeah.
They wrap you basically in saran wrap and make you do like the treadmill. It is ridiculous. I can't believe this stuff actually existed.
That's what it exists.
And they get you so excited because you lose all these inches and they add up how many inches you lost. It's water. You gain it right back. It does nothing.
You think it's still around?
No.
Yeah. Better
no,
not be.
People are too smart. Yeah. No.
You'd be surprised though. Too smart. You're giving a lot of people too much credit.
No, but the actual like brick and mortar places you can go to, and they were like some janky ass.
They usually wrap you like a mummy. That's what I saw.
Yeah, they put saran wrap and then like ace bandage.
Yes.
I did it one time and I had a claustrophobia attack.
Man, I bet.
They even tried to do my face. I'm like, no, I can't do my face. Because, they want to get like this and it's bullshit, you guys. A gimmick beyond gimmick, like the worst gimmick. You do not lose real weight. And they like drench you in like a sodium solution. It's kind of like the equivalent of sitting in like Epsom salt bath. Pulls water out of you.
Yes, it does. A lot of fighters use that instead, not to cut weight.
Yeah, but it's not fat. Just remember that.
When
these kind of gimmicks and things, you're not losing body fat. It's just a number on the scale. It means nothing.
Nothing.
It literally means nothing.
Because like you always said, the minute you go eat and drink something, right back. Right back. What were you going to say? Like you said something was bothering you earlier, some post that you saw or something? Oh, that page. Goob, whatever.
Goob to you or something? What about it?
I guess he's exposing this chick who looks 10 years younger by putting on this tape that makes her skin tight. And he's like, and he saw the filters and he said, look, one picture she has gray hair, the other she doesn't. There's some filters that they use on TikTok.
Oh.
They're going to start making this illegal in some places, I think, too. You're not supposed to use that. And filters? She's selling this product, too.
Oh, no, I'm not pulling it up.
Oh. Well, I'm
not pulling it up.
You should. There's more to it. I don't know the whole story, so I want you to pull it up. So
where's your phone?
I don't have it. It's on the charger, so can you pull it up? Pull up on your
I was
laptop.
doing something else.
I was trying to show you. I don't have my phone.
Okay.
This one right here. That one.
Okay, so face tape.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, my.
Yeah, look. Come on, man. Come on. Put it up too for people to see.
Oh, and she's in the beauty community.
Yes.
I was going to say, okay, you can't really talk a lot of crap, but she's in the beauty community and talking about. Interesting. So it's like she's using these tapes. It's me, no makeup and makeup. No way.
Yeah. And she
You've
looks
got
like
to be kidding
a whole
me.
nother person.
She looks like a different person, and she's using these like tape products.
Yeah.
But is she selling the products that she's using? Oh, yeah, she's selling them.
Yep, that's why he's exposing them. Look. Watch this.
Oh, but she's not.
Hello.
She's making it, but it's a filter. Okay, I get it.
Yep.
Okay, so what she's doing, you guys, is she's selling these facial tape products. And she is doing videos showing herself before and then after the product she's selling.
Yeah.
What the goob guy is saying is you're lying because it's not just the result of using these products. You are also using a filter. Mm-hmm. She is full-blown deceiving. That is what I have a problem
caught
with.
It right there.
Yeah.
The filter. You slowed it down.
Yeah. Yep. That's shady.
It's actually a crime in some places. Use filter. They pass some law. I don't know where though. I don't know where they're doing it.
It is not right if you're doing it like that.
And you're trying to sell this.
If you're
product.
trying to sell a product.
Yep.
That
you know is bullshit. That's not real.
Right. If you're trying to sell a product and the results you are showing, you are saying are from that product, but they really are not from that product. That to me is
a crime. You're taking money. You're crime.
Yeah, false advertising.
Yes, that's criminal.
That is not okay.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like that he exposes them.
Yeah, he does. He does do that.
What's his page? I want to give him a shout out. Man.
His page is goob_u2. Goob_u2. I'll put this video up on the screen so you guys can see. Man, let me tell you, if you get in this guy's sites, you do not want to get in the sites because he is good about exposing people.
Oh yeah,
he is really good. But very interesting.
I like that. You should. Because, people work hard for their money, and then a lot of women get desperate, and then they see that, like, oh, my God, I could look 10 years younger by buying this tape. And, and then the next person, it's all fake. It's not really what it's supposed to do, and it's a big letdown.
I know. It's hard, and that's what it kind of, like, bothers me when you see a lot of, like, people with products and stuff that, like, collagen's a big one. They'll be like, oh, how do you have such great skin, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, oh, my fountain of youth is like collagen. But they're always got filters on and things like that. Always. You know what I mean? So like, I'm
sure you've got accused about having
I don't know. You guys are seeing the whole deal right here. There ain't no filters on YouTube. And I have no makeup on right now. Yay. No face tape either. Just all skincare. But I just don't like even like talking about skincare and stuff sometimes, because sometimes I do use filters. But usually what I try to do if I'm talking about skincare or a skincare product is I will do a filter-free video for it or whatever. But I'm not in the business. I'm not trying to sell beauty products and skincare and stuff like that. I link things because people want to know what I use.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to do like, oh, look how beautiful my skin is. It's not that great. It's decent for my age. But I have wrinkles. I have discoloration. I have sun damage. I have all the things. I'm not trying to pretend that I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at least you keep it real.
I do. I do. But I'm not going to say like, I never use filters. One thing I can say though, is I do use filters occasionally. I do not like the filters that change the shape of things, though. Yeah. I like a smoothing. I like something that kind of just smooths out the skin. I don't like when it gives me like a nose job nose or big lips, or I don't like when my face changes a whole lot.
Yeah.
So no extreme filters. But I also never alter my body. Ever, ever, ever alter my body. I never smooth out my cellulite or make my waist tiny or my booty big, or I never do that.
And imagine if you did all that and then your people that follow you or maybe fans of you, how many people you ran into in public?
A lot. I see a lot of people.
They would call your ass out. There would have already been something online like, oh, this girl don't look like she does.
I actually probably think I look thinner in person than I do
They say
online.
camera gain.
Or like more, I don't know, because I feel like I look bigger than I am on video. I don't know if that's true.
They said it. Camera adds 10 pounds, so I don't know.
I just feel like I do. I feel like I look bigger than, a lot of times when I see people, I actually feel like they look smaller, more petite in person. I also feel like people think I'm taller than I am. I'm only 5'3".
Yeah.
I always feel like people think I'm taller.
I know what you mean.
I'm little.
I remember, like, I used to watch, like, let's say I watched, like, bodybuilders. I used to follow them when I was young. And they're like, damn, they look huge on TV. And then I finally meet them a real person.
Yeah.
They're big still, but they're not as big as I thought they were.
Yeah, like, I think people feel like that a lot about bikini competitors. So, like, bikini competitors look big and muscular. You know, they're pumped up on the stage. You think, oh, my God, they're so muscular. But you know what? You see them in person, they look like little, like normal beach bodies when they're not all pumped up, all tan, all oiled. In normal clothes, they look like little petite girls. They're thin, fit. They're not like super manually bulky like like you would think when you're watching them on stage. They look totally different in person.
Like when I met Mike Tyson in Vegas, and this is the Mike Tyson's the big man killer. Little dude, he's only 5'10", 5'11". He's knocking out all these big. When I met him, I'm like, damn, he's not that big. This man right here standing in front of me is so powerful. He's knocking out guys 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". You know what I mean? I wasn't like, wow, he's not like massive. I was like the same size as him. Yeah. I was lifting a lot of weights at the time.
I think that again, I feel like the video and like pictures make people look larger.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that they're photoshopping.
No.
In that regard. Because it's just like the camera does do that to you.
Yes.
I also feel like sometimes...
What did they do to celebrities back in the days that were short, like Sylvester Stallone's, Al Pacino's?
Oh, yeah.
The trick where they shoot the camera at a certain angle to make them taller. There's a little trick with the camera.
Yeah, in general, a lot of people are just smaller in person.
Yes. They're not as big as you think. Like Stallone is short. I remember I haven't found out. He was only, what? It tripped me out when I heard he was only like 5'7" or something like that.
I think he's even shorter than that.
He's shorter. Van Damme is short too, I think.
I think like Tom Cruise is like 5'4" or something like that. Who are some like?
Yes.
A lot of celebrities are actually pretty small.
They would wear like shoes or elevated for camera too. That's another trick that I heard.
Yeah, like lifts in their shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard of that quite a bit. Okay, I want to round out this episode and talk a little bit about protein.
Protein.
And the importance of protein. We talked about it a little bit last week, but we didn't really get into details about protein. Especially if you're in a weight loss phase, it is essential. It used to be thought that when you're losing weight, you cannot stop muscle loss during weight loss. That used to be the belief, but that has since been debunked. You can control your weight loss so that the majority of it is fat and not muscle. And the way you do that is by consuming protein.
Yes.
You have to consume an adequate amount of protein. Now, the problem is a lot of the guidelines for how much protein you should consume are outdated, and they are for preserving. They're not for like thriving. You want to consume enough protein and create an environment for your muscles to thrive and potentially grow, even when you're losing weight. So it's always better to eat more than you think you should. The problem is a lot of people also became fear-mongered that eating too much protein is going to cause kidney problems. That's a myth.
Oh, you just busted a myth then. There
Another
you go.
Myth.
I heard that too, as a matter of fact, that you said that. Even back in the days. If you eat too much protein, damn, I haven't heard that in a while. It'll mess up your kidneys or mess with...
Yeah, just like with anything, you guys, there's toxicity to anything that you consume.
Yep.
Protein, absolutely. But it would be significant. You wouldn't be able to consume as much as would be needed to create a toxicity to your kidneys. I'm talking 400 or 500 grams of protein.
Dang.
So don't worry about it. You're not going to get there.
No.
Now, unless you have a kidney disorder and you have been instructed to not consume a certain amount of protein, that's different. If you are a normal, healthy person,
like my best friend and my sister,
with functioning kidneys, there's absolutely no reason why you cannot consume an adequate amount of protein. So your protein needs are based on your lean body mass, though. You don't necessarily have to base it off your total body weight. So you have to figure out about the percentage of your body that's fat, and so that you can figure out what your lean body mass is. And then you want to eat, like 1.1 to 2 grams per pound of lean body mass. I just try to eat.
You said 2 grams?
Of lean body mass.
Oh.
So your lean body mass, what, like 70 pounds or something, like you subtract off your fat to figure out what lean body mass is.
Yes, of course.
Because it's based on your muscles, right? What muscles you got to support.
Not on the weight that you're at.
Not in your total weight.
No.
Because if you're like 300 pounds and you're 50% body fat, you don't need to eat protein to support the 50% that's body fat.
Yes. You don't.
So sometimes people feel like their targets are too high, but I do recommend shooting for higher than you think you need.
Yeah.
Go for higher. And the reason for that is because not all protein is created equal. And if you eat a lot of protein, then you don't have to worry so much about, okay, am I getting enough animal protein? Am I getting enough of the complete proteins? Because you can get your proteins from many different sources if you know you're getting plenty of it.
Yeah.
Now, if you are getting the bare minimum protein and the amount of protein you're getting is coming from incomplete proteins, you're not getting enough to support a thriving muscular environment. Because you need to get enough complete protein. So like a lot of like vegan proteins lack certain amino acids. So it's best to get like a variety of different proteins.
Yeah.
So I like to kind of shoot for the stars and go for more protein than I think I need. So like for me, it's easy because I don't really have a weight to lose. So I just go, okay, I'm just going to not factor in my fat because I don't have a lot of body fat. So I'll just say like, okay, I'd like to have at least a gram of protein per pound of body fat. So I aim for about 120 grams personally. But that method doesn't apply to everybody because it really does depend. So when I'm doing macros for a client, I factor in what their body fat is, figure out what their lean body mass is, and then I create a protein goal based off that.
It keeps you full longer too, doesn't it?
So yes.
Ingesting all this protein.
So consuming all the protein is going to have the added benefit of helping your weight loss be truly fat and not muscle. And then it's also going to actually give you a bigger caloric deficit. If more of your calories come from protein, it will actually create
which is very important.
So that's also, a big benefit to protein. Let's see what else here. Don't let people tell you don't eat no protein bars, no shakes. That's how you get your protein goal. It is very difficult to only hit your protein goal by just eating ground turkey and chicken.
Yeah.
It is perfectly okay to supplement. You used to be kind of anti-supplementing with protein.
I was. But, the shakes taste better and they are proven to work these days, I wasn't too sure about it. I used to hear in the pro bodybuilding community in the 90s too, some were for it, some were against it. Some said, no, every meal has to be real food. But, some of those guys that have to eat 400, those pros, they eat 300 to 400, they got to somehow get it in. And shakes, it's an additional way of getting in protein. I couldn't hit my target without a shake or two. It's hard.
The shake that you made yesterday was like Air One quality.
Yeah.
It was so good. Share what it was.
I used 1-Up Nutrition.
What was this flavor?
Snickerdoodle.
Okay, 1 scoop of Snickerdoodle protein powder. 1 cup of Fairlife.
Fairlife. I crushed up a granola bar.
A Nature's Valley granola bar crushed into the shake. A banana.
Some ice.
That's it.
And that's it.
You guys, I'm not someone who likes to drink my calories. That thing. Let's call it the Snickerdoodle Banana Crunch smoothie. It was so good.
Yeah.
Like it was absolutely delicious. That was like excellent.
I did that on purpose so I don't get tempted to eat other stuff at night.
And very filling.
Yeah.
So that kind of, it's a lot of calories. I mean, that's a lot of calories, but it has like, I don't know, 40 something grams of protein.
Yeah.
Delicious, though. Absolutely delicious. But a lot of calories if you drink the whole thing. I mean, it would be large. That would be like a really large smoothie.
Yes.
The actual guidelines for protein in it, like a thriving muscular environment, is 2.2 to 2.4 grams of protein per lean body mass, per pound of lean body mass. So 2.2 to 2.4 per gram of lean body mass.
So if I wanted to be 180, if I'm 180
per kilogram, of lean body mass.
So if I'm 180 pounds lean body mass, then what? Taking double almost of protein?
Would you be 180 pounds of lean body mass?
Maybe 175. I don't know.
But it's kilograms. So how many kilograms? Kilograms.
Oh, I don't know.
So how many kilos is 180 pounds?
One kilo.
Like, I think that's
pounds.
like 90 or something.
Yeah. 1 kilo is 2.2.
Okay. So like, let's just say you have 90 kilograms of lean body mass. 90 times 2.2. So yeah, 180 something, 190 grams of protein for you.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
That's where I'm at, right around there.
But your lean body mass is less than 180 pounds.
I'm probably like 170. It depends how lean you want to go.
No, your lean body mass, you have body fat on you right now. So you probably, if you're 180.
I'm not 180 right now.
What are you, 190?
Probably like 190.
So you think you only have 10 pounds of fat on you?
Maybe 15.
Yeah.
Not a lot. You see me at 180. I was like 9% body fat.
Yeah. So you have to figure it out, guys. See that's why I charge to do macros. Because it takes some like calculations.
I thought about trying to go to 170 to see if I could do it. That's going to be hard.
You know what? Another thing that it's important to understand how I don't think people think about their fat as actual stored calories. So like if you have a pound of body fat in you, so say you have 1 pound of body fat, that's 3,500 stored calories.
Yep.
So for every pound of body fat that you have on your body, that's a bank account of 3,500 calories.
Damn.
So if
you don't look at it like that.
Yeah. So think about it like your calorie bank. So that's why if you eat less calories than your body needs, your body has calories to use. It's like that's food that you at one point you ate that food.
Yeah.
So if you have stored body fat, at one point you overconsumed. You consumed more than your body needed, so it was able to store it away.
Yes.
So you have to kind of think about it that way. Think about it as like actual stored calories. That's why people are like, oh, I'm worried about my deficit. Like I'm not eating enough. Do you have body fat? Then don't worry about it. You got plenty of stored calories in there for all the times that you overate. Like stop treating yourself with kitten gloves. You know, right? I think people worry. So they're worried. They're never too worried when they're overeating.
Yes.
They're not like, oh, I'm worried about my machine. I'm worried about its ability to digest and store all of these extra calories. No, never worried about that.
Never.
But the minute that they feel a little hungry, oh, I'm worried. I'm starving. I'm worried about. No, you have body fat?
Yes.
You have 3,500 calories for every pound of body fat you have on that body. Mm-hmm. So you're good.
Yes.
Don't worry. You can live, and the more body fat you have, the longer you can live without eating.
Think about bears in the wild. What do? Before they hibernate, they eat a bunch of salmon, get fat, and they hibernate for the winter. And they come out and they're lean as hell, and they have to do it all over again.
So that's important to remember. That.
Listen, majority of people have a lot of body fat. They're just dishonest with themselves. They're not being truthful. They're in denial. Trust me, you guys. Mostly everybody has plenty of body fat and then some.
Yeah, like I probably have about 20 pounds of body fat. Mm-hmm. More? 25? Maybe like
oh, yeah,
more?
Yeah. Like if I got super skinny?
Pounds of body fat? Do the math. 30 times 3,500. I've got plenty of calories. Yeah. Plenty. My body can sustain a calorie deficit for quite a while and be absolutely fine. Obviously, you never want to you can't live without body fat. There's a certain percentage that you absolutely need.
Yes. Or you would die.
But 20% body fat for a woman is very fit and athletic. It's considered an athlete. It's very fit and athletic. That's why I want to get to 20%. I'm not at 20% now. I'm probably in the low 20s.
And you know what body fat is also there to save you. And I'm not to get too off topic. Somebody got lost in the woods. Remember, it was a story? And the dude said, I lived off Taco Bell hot sauce for like a week or two.
Yeah, so all he needed was the electrolytes,
Yes.
and that's what he got from
And
the
water.
sodium
Yes.
from the taco sauce. But the food and the nutrients, you have whatever your storage is.
Mm-hmm.
Just like even with my dad, while he's able to hold his weight and continue to eat,
Yes.
that's all storage that his body will use up when at some point in time he will not be able to continue to eat, but he'll have quite a bit to feed off of for a while. You know what I mean? Because he's got stored body fat.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Because, that's what the cancer does. Cancer it takes over your metabolism and it takes your storage.
That's why a lot of cancer patients
to
want
live,
weed to eat.
so that they can, because the longer you can keep eating,
Yes.
you usually live longer.
Yes.
Because it stops your ability to eat at some point,
Mm-hmm.
or it outruns what it's using more of your calories than you can consume.
You know what?
Then you start losing.
You know what it does? It's like giving you a shot of Ozempic.
Yeah.
Your own cancer, your own body.
Yeah.
You're not hungry. You're not hungry.
Well, you're not hungry.
Terrible.
Well, it stops the ability for you to eat, but then it's using your storage though. It's like hijacking your bank account.
Yes.
Is what it does. That's what they explained it to me.
Yep.
All right, you guys. So moral of the story, eat more protein than you think you need, because you're probably not eating enough, especially women. They do not eat enough.
Never.
If you're eating under 100 grams, it's probably not enough for you. That's
Exactly.
let's leave that as a rule of thumb. The average woman, I think, that eats somewhere around 70 grams of protein a day. Not enough.
Nope.
That's what's going to support a body that's holding more fat and not fit, not tight, not toned. Remember, you want to support a thriving muscular environment by eating a lot of protein.
Plus, for women, it helps your nails, your hair, your skin, all that. It's good for all that stuff.
Of course.
So.
It's going to help you a lot of things, and your appetite, which, is always nice.
Yes.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.